There are those of you who don't understand the power of your why. And what I need you to do for me is that when you make your moves on a daily basis, I don't need you to make them with you on your brain. Because if you're thinking about you might quit. Or if you're thinking about you might give me 80%. You on you selfish. Like for real, some of y'all, you go to work and you like, I don't feel like going to work. And the reason why you don't feel like going to work is you on you. So you cannot want to go to work. This is what people don't realize. We didn't blow up because of what we do. We blow up because of the passion in which we do what we do. You understand? Like all we do is free videos on YouTube. That's it. But the passion in which we do free, you're not going to get people to do it the way we do it that's getting paid. We're not getting paid no money. So you're going to work with an attitude and you don't get it. You're so selfish that you can go with an attitude because you're not thinking about the people behind you. The reason why you saying no to stuff, the reason why you pushing the snooze button, the reason why you still going to work tripping, the reason why you ain't blow up is because you still on 70%, you still on 60%. You want to know why the world's passing you up? Because whatever you do for a living, you barely doing it. You coming and you don't want to be there. You're not bringing the fire. You're not bringing the passion. You're not bringing the heat. And the reason why you're not bringing it because you're thinking about you. You have not blown up because you're so self-centered. It's always about you. You're so conceited. You're so arrogant. Your whole life is about you. And that's why you haven't gone nowhere. But when you learn to think about somebody else, how what you do affects, how your sleeping in the bed affects somebody else's life. How you hitting the snooze button is affecting somebody else's life. How you being lazy. She got to walk past you to go to work. You still on that? Your mama got to get up and go to work to provide for you. My mama worked for me. I created a job so when my mom finished working, when she retired from where she didn't want to be, she could now do what she liked to do and get paid for it. We tired of this. We tired of this 60% you, this complaining you. We tired of this version. Greatness is in you. You are here. You have been blessed by the Creator to be on the earth. He blessed you to be here. Do something. So whatever you got to do, you do it. But I'm not about to compromise because you're inflicting pain. And there are those of you were this close, but you compromised. You let your feelings get the best of you. You compromised. You let your anger make you say something that you didn't really want to say. You got lonely. You did stuff that you know you probably wouldn't do. Some of you have sold your greatness and your destiny for a couple dollars. And what I'm doing now, I was doing 20 years ago, and I have not been. I didn't break. So what? You don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. So what? You don't see my greatness. So what? You don't understand how I do what I do. This is what I've been called to. And you let a little pain stop you from your dream. Girl, you was there. You was running your business. You were there. Then your mama didn't like the fact that you were doing it. Your mama didn't understand. And you let your mama in your ear. Like it was your mama's dream. You let your daddy talk you out of it. That was yours. That was something the Creator gave to you. That belonged to you. My mother never understood, but she working for me now. I didn't quit because people didn't understand. I worked harder when people didn't support me. We never stopped. I wake up every single day and I will prove to the world that I was here. I made my mark. I was here. And you can't take that away from me. I told you if I die today, you cannot take away the fact that Eric Thomas was here. Look, you don't even know what to do if you don't know who you are. And so I want to tell you, if nobody's told you, perhaps your mom didn't tell you today. Perhaps your dad didn't tell you today. I don't know, maybe your teacher had an attitude and she didn't say it before you left school, but you are amazing. Yep, I said it. Bring it in. I said it. You are amazing. That's right. I'm going to say it again. You are amazing. And you need to understand something. I do not get paid to do this. I've been doing this for 8 years. So E.T., why would you keep doing it year after year, month after month, week after week? Why? Because I know something about you that you may not know about yourself. You are amazing. And it's time for you to act like you're amazing. It's time for you to do the amazing, right? It's time for you to know you are amazing. You are not your test score. I've never done well on a standardized test. You are not your grades. You are amazing. You're not what happened to you, where you were born, what circumstance you come from. You are amazing. You hear me? You are amazing. E.T., if there's one mistake you've made, what's that one mistake you made? I'm gonna be honest with you. My values are not in alignment with my dreams. He said, E.T., what do you mean by that? I said, I want to tell you a story. I got a good friend of mine he came to me and said, Eric, my marriage is not where my marriage needs to be. I need to make some adjustments. I see you and your wife. I see how much time you spend with your wife, how much time you spend with your children. And I want that. You buy your wife roses regularly. You're always taking her out to eat. Like, I'm watching you. You spoil her. E.T., what can I do? And so I told him what to do, and guess what he started doing, guys? He started doing the exact same thing I started doing. And he said, Eric, it's not working. Like, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, but it's not working. Why isn't it working? I said, you know why it's not working? You say you want a better marriage, but I told you need to iron your wife's clothes. You know what he told me? After a while, he said, I'm gonna be honest with you, Eric. I know, you told me to iron, you told me to wash, you told me to cook, but where I come from, he said, I'm gonna be honest, Eric, when I do that, I feel like a punk. And I said, that's why you're having a hard time doing it, because your value system says a man is not supposed to iron, a man is not supposed to cook, a man is not supposed to wash dishes. That's what your value system says. So you're doing one thing, but you're going against your own value system. The reason why I'm having such an easy time washing clothes and cooking and ironing, you know why? Because nothing is as important to me as my marriage. And I would rather be happy. I would rather be happy than to say I ain't no punk. Make me a punk. I want to be a punk, a happy punk. So listen to me. There are those of you who said, I want to be a millionaire. But your value system says you believe in sleep more than you believe in grinding. Your value system says you are a consumer and not a producer. That you're spending more money than you're making. Why? You're reading all the books and you're saying everything the books are saying, but those books are not in alignment with your values. And if you're going to go to the next level, your values are going to have to change. I think if you're average, you play into the situation. It's perceived as negative. Like you go there, you go with, oh, he hating on me or she hating on me. I'll give you a prime example. When I was average, I saw my wife's treatment of my gift as opposition. Like, yo, she ain't supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I speak, she critiquing me. She never said nothing positive about my presentation. Like every time I get off stage, if it's the best that I thought I ever did, she like, well, you should have done this. You shouldn't have said that. Like, come on, you know better than that. You didn't. And I'm just like, yo, what's up? Like, where's the support? That was average. Great was, she going to work when I'm working on becoming a motivational speaker. So she's supporting you. You got health insurance because she has health insurance. She got a 401k. She's built up a bank account. She got a phenomenal credit score and got us a house with her credit score. You understand what I'm saying? But when I was average, it was like, you're not doing what I want you to do. But when I became great, I realized, I already got 40 people that just said that was a phenomenal message. You don't get better by people telling you what you did right. You get better by critiquing yourself. So here's a person who's brave enough to critique me because somebody else might have thought the same thing, but they weren't gonna say nothing to me about it. You gotta be humble. Too many of us who've been blessed like we've been blessed, people watch us and don't see the humility. Like they would prefer to see, the confidence in us, the passion, and overlook like the humility. But when you're humble, that's how you see things that other people don't see. Like when you're humble, you see, you're out running water. You know what I'm saying? I've been to other countries where they don't have running water, but you can look at this every day and see the water and just go like, yo, this is a gift. Because how many people have tried to do the exact same thing you tried to do in the exact same way you tried to do it, and it didn't end up like this. Gifts are all around us, but some people aren't humble enough to say, yeah, I did work for this one, but this one, let's just be honest. This was a gift from God. This was given to me, and I got to be humble and be grateful. It's all mental, and people don't get it. Everybody wants to say, okay, well, here go 10 steps to, okay, Lewis said do 8, E.T. said do 9, and everybody's trying to get the steps without the mentality. It's like, okay, maybe you don't need all 9, or maybe you don't need all 8. Maybe you need 4, maybe you need 12. I don't know. But I think sometimes they see what we do and say, if I can duplicate that just like exactly how he's done in the book, if it was easy, everybody could do it. If it was a cookie cutter, everybody would just follow it to the T. But there's a mindset. And when I looked at Serena, when I look at the Michael Jordans, Tom Brady, when you look at Michael Phelps, like it is a mentality, it is a mindset. A lot of people are missing that mentality. I need you to be honest, do an honest assessment. And I want you to write down what it is you're trying to do. And I need you to be very honest about where you are in terms of what you're trying to do. Like, where are you? So for those of you who I want to be a millionaire, I just need you to really be think through, where are you financially? Like in terms of financial literacy, where are you? In terms of financial discipline, where are you? And in your past, where are you? Do you spend money you don't have? So I heard somebody say this the other day. I thought it was funny, right? Can you lift your own weight? So somebody was saying like, yo, I don't know why y'all on the phone all proud of the fact that you could change your own oil. Like, why would you want to change your oil anyway if that's not your job? Right? And somebody was like, well, I save $140. And he like, save $140? But what if you make $250 an hour? No, hear what I'm saying. Why would you change your own oil to save $140 when it took you 3 hours to do it? I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but first of all, I didn't go to school to change oil. That ain't my job. That's somebody else's job. Let my man do his job. Somebody else said that when he changed your oil, because he went to school, there's some other stuff other than the engine that he see that you don't see when you changing your oil. So while you saved $140, you missed something else that he would have helped you catch. So you changed your oil, but you didn't notice the 3 or 4 other things that was missing. I said, look, let's not talk about you saving $140. Here's the challenge. You can't pull your own weight. The challenge is you shouldn't have a car that costs you $140 to change the oil when you ain't got $140 to change the oil. You should have had that car in the first place. Why would you buy something that you got to change the oil? That's not your job. And you know why you're doing it? Because it's no longer a car to you. Now it's a status symbol. And so we're dealing with something deeper. You can't hold your own weight. You bought something you can't afford. Why? The deeper issue is because you got a self-esteem problem. And so you got shortcuts. So you drive a car to make it look like you somewhere you are. But when you actually there, you ain't got to have a car that look like you there because you there. No, hear what I just said. When you're there, you don't have to look like you there because you're there. But when you're not there, you can't pick your own weight up. You have to do stuff. And now you done messed up your whole credit because you bought a car so that people can think you somewhere that you're not. And you've destroyed your whole future. I just ran across a quote the other day that says, education is the great equalizer. If you feel like you started at the bottom, if you feel like you started at the top, but you want to preserve the top, you look at great football players, great football teams. You're not going to automatically win because of your name. You have to keep performing year after year. So if you're at the bottom and you're like, man, I'm at the bottom, Eric, and I want to live life like everybody else. I want to fly first class. Like I want to see the world. I don't want any limitations. Then reading is, so I'm using the word reading, but what I'm saying is education, being enlightened, being informed. And I had to realize for myself, being a high school dropout, like you can't use that excuse forever. Where I was born and where I was raised, you can't use that forever. Many of you have a very small opportunity and you're not taking advantage of that opportunity because you're not thinking about the next opportunity. You're looking at this as small. No, this is the gateway. Like this is the first one, right? So you got to ask yourself this question, like, how do you keep that fire? You know how you keep it? You keep putting different opportunities in front of you. You keep setting different opportunities. They gave me an opportunity. They gave me a shot. Somebody gave me a GED. I turned that GED into a 4-year degree. Somebody gave me a 4-year degree. I turned it into a master's degree. Somebody gave me a master's degree. I turned it into a PhD. You got the opportunity. What you doing with it? Opportunity is coming. Will you be ready when it comes? There are those of you who have dreams and goals and you're not getting it. You cannot do it alone. There's a level that you can get to alone. There's a level you can get to when it's 2 or more. And nothing great has ever been done alone. And so I know you feel more comfortable being by yourself. I know it's easier to be by yourself. Look, I know you like being by yourself, but I'm telling you, some of them goals you got, baby, come on. Some of them ideas you have, some of the stuff you want to accomplish, and on your best day, you can't do that by yourself. So it's your boy E.T. saying, listen to me. Come on, come on. 2, the power of 2. I know there's a power in 1, but the power of 2 is great. You will not outwork me. It's not about being the best motivational speaker in the world. It's about being the most consistent motivational speaker in the world. And so when you watch me, even if you don't like me and you're into motivation, you gotta fool with me. Why? Because I'm on everything. You will not outwork me. High school dropout. Yes, your vocabulary count is deeper than mine. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, you look better than me. Suit, asymmetric look. Yep, you got me beat all day. You got me. Grew up on the other side of town, 2 parents, great network. I'm not gonna lie, you way sweeter than I am. You got all the stuff, you got it all. But you will not outwork me because your height has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your face has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your two-parent background has nothing to do with my work ethic. You will not outwork me. On your jet, you will not outwork me. In your Bentley, you will not outwork me. Come on, call the best motivational speakers in the world. Give us 7 days. Let us go all over the world and speak. Come on. And while you in the green room putting on your makeup, you will not outwork me. I'm being real. You will not outwork me. While you doing photo shoots, you won't outwork it. Y'all being outworked in your marriage. You're being outworked in your job. You're being outworked with your kids. Your kids in a gang. Why? Because somebody loving on them more than you loving on them. They in a gang. They in a gang because you ain't hardly at home. You're being outworked. You got somebody else in the hood who got more. They got your kid ear more than you got them. And you like, I just can't believe this society today. It's not the society. You got outworked. Some guy on the block is telling your daughter how cute she is and you not. Because you grinding, you working. But you thought when I told you 120, I just meant at work. I mean everywhere. You will not outwork me. You might make money, but your marriage might not be. I'm going to get you on all fronts. You got to hear it. You can't make a difference until you make a decision. So, for real, some of you, man, you keep crying. You complaining about your job. You complaining about where you are financially. You complaining about your relationships. You complaining about your opportunities. You complaining. Listen to me. You murmuring and complaining. You complaining. Shut up. Stop complaining and do me a favor. If you want to make a difference, all you got to do is one thing. This is how you get started. You want something different? Listen to me. All you got to do is make a decision. That's it. And for those of you who've been making the wrong decision, all you got to do is make the right decision. But if you want to make a difference, make a decision. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? What I'm trying to do for you to take you to that next level is I'm trying to give you control of your life back. Some of you ain't got control. You talking about your job. You got control. Listen to me. Some of you talk about your economics like you ain't got no control. You got a control. I want you to know that your life right now is a sum total of your decisions. Not your mama decisions, not your daddy. Listen to me. Even if you made their decisions, you decided to make their decisions. So I need you to do me a favor. I need you from this day forward for the rest of your life, make a decision. And I ain't talking about, again, something that I read. I'm telling you what I experienced. I remember being upset. Okay, the word is pissed off. Forgive me. When the boss gonna tell me I can't go see my daughter get her award. You heard me say it before, it burned. I let it burn, and then one day I made a decision. And I made a decision to walk away. And let me tell you something, I walked away, and 2 weeks later the video went viral. When you wanna succeed as bad as you wanna breathe went viral, but it didn't go viral until I made a decision. The video never went viral when I was complaining. It never went viral when I was murmuring. It never went viral when I was talking just to be talking. But when I made a decision to walk away, when I made a decision to follow my destiny, I felt it calling me. My destiny was calling me. And when I decided to stop letting it call me, but I chased after her, we went viral. Make a decision. You give 70% effort, the optimal that can come out of giving 70% energy is what? 70% outcome. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world, because sometimes when you're smart, people still don't notice you. People always notice what? Always. If you're not careful, you'll get electrocuted. You have to pay attention to energy and things that energize. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm saying most of you are not successful, not because you have reached your highest level of success. You are not successful because you stop focusing on it. You quit focusing on it. You got a job and then you just stop. Execute, my friend. Execute. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. And so if you're focusing on the negative, guess what's going to happen? Your energy is going to go to the negative, and everything is going to be negative because that's where your focus is. That's where your energy is flowing. Listen to me. If you think about that thing, you concentrate on winning. You concentrate on dominating. Listen to me. Whatever you focus on, where your focus goes, your energy flows. And so we're going to think about what we're thinking about. You hear me? We're going to think about what we're thinking about. And when we think about those things which are pure, listen to me, come on. That stuff that's true, right? Are you, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things of a good report. Are you hearing me? Meditate on this stuff. Focus on this stuff. It don't mean negative things won't happen, but we're not focusing on it. Are you hearing me? It don't mean that negative things won't transpire, that as you go through the day, something bad won't happen, but we're not going to meditate on it. We're going to focus focus on what's positive. We're going to focus on what's good, right? And when we focus on that, that's where our energy is going to go. And what's going to happen is the outcomes are going to reflect our thinking. So I need y'all to do me a favor, for real. Listen to me very closely. I'm going to show you how to be successful. You have to understand that your losses, and this is why I want you to look at them every day, because your losses fuel you in a way that your winning can never fuel you. So number one, every single day, I want you to go to bed at night, stop playing games, and be honest about the wins and the losses. So I always remember where I came from. I remember all the L's I took. Those are the ones, man. Those are the ones that humble me. Those are the ones that when I get on stage and there's 10,000 people, and I think about what I did to my mom and my father who raised me, I think about disappointing my wife. I'm trying to help somebody out. You wondering why you can't get to the next level. You're not humble enough to get to the next level. You focus on your wins and not your losses. I need you to switch that. Small steps, great distances. You heard what I said. I'm going to say it slower because I need you to embrace it and feel it. And this is about to take us to a whole other level, y'all. Look, I'm gonna say it again, I'm gonna say it slow. We're gonna take small steps, but we will eventually get great distances. Small steps, great distances. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Small steps, great distances. So listen to me, we're gonna start with the minuscule. We're gonna literally do small steps together. So every day, get your Fitbit, get your phone, and we're literally going to take steps together. Small steps. Not big steps. That's the stuff you doing. Small steps. Small steps. Small steps. Great distances.